Come for a tea time and stay for a lifetime. Today we are in Crown Isle. If you've ever thought about living in a golf community surrounded by nature and of course the snow-capped mountains and the Comox Glacier, this may be the video that you'll want to see. Today we're going to take you into the different neighborhoods of Crown Isle. If you think it's just for golf fanatics, you've got another thing coming. I'm also going to take you deep inside of my computer today. We're going to do a Google Map tour of Crown Isle. We're going to break down all the different neighborhoods. We're going to talk about the pros. We're going to talk about the cons of the neighborhoods, and we're going to talk about a lot more. So you'll want to stick around to the end of this video today because I'm going to show you how does an RV park and Crown Isle golf community go together. Well, if you stick around to the end, you're going to find out. So let's go get after it right now. If you're new to the channel, you'll want to click on that subscribe button down below and tap the bell so you'll be the first to get real estate information about Vancouver Island and the Comox Valley. My name is Justin White with the High Tide Real Estate Group. My team and I get phone calls, emails, and texts every day from people like you, and you, looking to make the Comox Valley and North Vancouver Island their new home. So no matter if you're 9 days or 9 months away from making the move, all of our contact details are down below. Reach out to myself, Justin White, or one of our licensed agents at High Tide Real Estate Group. Let's set up a Zoom call and get those questions answered today so we can make the move smooth and easy for you and your family. Now, we're at Crown Isle Golf Resort, and there are a lot of different communities. Greystone, Silverstone, Britannia, The Rise. What are all the benefits and what are all the pros of those areas? And also, where are they all in the Crown Isle development? So today, I'm going to take you deep inside of my computer, and I'm going to do a Google Map tour so you'll really get a visual of where all these areas in the Crown Isle development and what are the pros and what are the cons of them. So let's go get after it right now. As we mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are going to do a deep dive today. We're going to go right inside of my computer and we're going to utilize Google Maps to really give you a visual of where is Crown Isle Golf and Resort Community. A lot of people don't know that the Crown Isle Golf Course is a PGA rated course known throughout the world, and it's nestled right here in the Comox Valley on Vancouver Island. So let's go take a look right now at Google Maps and first talk about where is the Comox Valley. When we're looking at the map here, this is a map of Vancouver Island. What you'll see is Vancouver Island is actually a big place. It takes 14 hours to drive from the bottom of Vancouver Island where Victoria is. If you were to drive all the way up here to St. Joseph's Bay, and then to drive crosswise at its widest point is about 3.5 hours. Now, where is Crown Isle? When we look, we're actually going to zoom right in to the Courtenay Comox Valley area. Now, Comox Valley, if you watch any of our other videos about the area, it actually comprises of 3 different C's. You've got Courtenay, you've got Cumberland, which is over here, and then you've got Comox right over here. So it's 3 different areas all combined into one. And where Crown Isle is on the corner of Lerwick and Ryan Road. It actually takes up quite a bit of area and it straddles between Courtenay and Comox. So when we look at where's the perimeter of Crown Isle is actually all of this area right here, Ryan Road, Lerwick, Guthrie, Anderton, and it also stretches over to this side of Ryan Road. And we're going to talk about what are all the different areas because all these different areas of Crown Isle all have different benefits and bonuses and also cons of the different area. But the very first area we're going to talk about is one of Crown Isle's newest developments called Greystone Estates. Now, Greystone Estates, it's nestled in between the 8th, 9th, and 10th fairway. Where it's located, if we come in a little closer here, and where it will be is Greystone Estates. Actually, you'll be coming down Lerwick, or you can come from Ryan Road in through Crown Isle Drive here, or through the Malahat down Crown Isle Drive. You'll go to Royal Vista Way, down Royal Vista Way, and then it's just into here under Majestic Drive. And it comprises of this area right here. Now, as you're gonna see with some of the video here, some homes have already been built and some are still being built. There's two developers that are taking the majority of the home building in Greystone Estates. Number one is going to be the Crown Isle Builders. Now, Crown Isle home construction builders, obviously they are related with the actual development Crown Isle, but there's also Integra Homes, which both of the companies build a quality, high-end luxury style of home. Now, inside of this area, you've got three streets. You've got Winchester, you've got Oxford Way, and you've got Manchester Drive. So for any of our English friends, you're gonna notice the similarities in the names because those are English names. And the homes that are built in here, like I say, they started construction in 2023, and then they're still evolving and they still have sites available as well. So when we actually look and we look at the actual photo of it, here's a picture of Greystone Estates. And as I mentioned before, you've got Winchester Drive down here, you've got Oxford Way, you've got Manchester Drive. So they're all right here. And they're nestled here between these fairways of number 8, number 9, and number 10. So what that does is it really creates this secluded feel that you're living in a golf resort community, because you are. Now, you're only a short 3 to 4 minute walk from the actual clubhouse. Now, the benefits of being in Greystone Estates, number one, it's not a through road. Unlike Majestic Drive, Winchester, Oxford Way, and Manchester Drive, there are no through roads, so it's very quiet. And these homes here, most of them have one main level, and then they'll have a smaller second level where they'll have a reading area or a spare bedroom. So the majority of your living space is gonna be done on one level. So this is great for people who have mobility issues, people who are aging in place. Now, all of these homes are full-size dwellings. Some of the lots vary in sizes. As you can see, corner lot number 20 is larger than number 1 or number 19. And depending if you want that golf view like the ones around the center, or you want to have on the inside of the Greystone Estates complex, is you get to have your choice. And this is actually quite a current map, and these are ones that are available. Now, in the very first one, number 1, I was actually in that home there, and it ended up selling for just over $2 million, but deluxe, high-end, post and beam, nothing has been forgotten in the way of luxury inside of these homes. So this would be an area for people who are maybe not in that golden area of 80s and 90s, but somebody who's still able-bodied and wants to be living on one main level. This would be a great area to think about residing if you're talking about Crown Isle. I really like it because of the no through traffic. Now, the downside, because in every community there is going to be downsides, you've got to be careful of golf balls flying into your home. As you see, there's no netting up there. So don't be surprised if you're in your backyard and you see a ball or two laying around, or if you're having a dinner with friends and family and bam, something on the roof hits and rolls down, it's gonna be golf balls. The other thing that you'll wanna think about is if you have pets, about fencing your yard. Most of these yards are not fully fenced. To get a fence in this area, you will have to pass this through, and it will have to fall under the Crown Isle Home Builders Association because they have bylaws, rules, and regulations. So if you do have a pet and it's a rather large dog, you'll want to think about, okay, I should look into how do I get fencing? Is the fencing going to be permitted? And also, what is the type of fencing that is allowed? Because they have a building scheme. They don't want everybody to be putting in different types of fencing, having pink fencing and metal fencing and chain link fencing. They want to really retain the value of the home and of the neighborhood here in Greystone. So there is rules and regulations and building schemes in place to do that. So this would be the one area that you'll want to be looking at if you're looking for a newer development, or say you want to get a custom home built by either Comox, either Crown Isle Homes or by Integra. You can actually hire them and they can build you a custom home according to what your family's needs or desires are. So that is a benefit because they haven't actually built all the homes here. Unlike if you go to another areas that we're going to look at today, where you just have to choose from what's there, you can actually get a custom home built here at Greystone Estates. So the next community we're going to look at in Crown Isle is Silverstone Estates. When Crown Isle bought the property over 30 years ago, in their wisdom, they didn't do what most developers do, which is starting on the outside of an area in a development and then just going and plastering homes. What they did is they created the course and then they built pockets of communities around there, still leaving a lot of the natural beauty and the natural trees and forests. And then as they evolved, they created communities according to the demographics and also the demand. So when we look at Silverstone Estates, it is a new development that started construction in 2022, but it's catering to today's needs of their clients. As we leave down Majestic Drive, we'll be going down Royal Vista Way, coming down to Royal Vista Way, down to Crown Isle Drive. And then when we get down to Crown Isle Drive, you're gonna notice that there is one single road here. This is Silverstone Estates. And how you'll know, well, first by the sign at the end, but the second thing is there'll be a gate in front. So this is a gated community, again, creating safety for its residents. Now, Silverstone Estates, it is bumpered by the 14th fairway and the 15th fairway, and it has a lot of natural water features and ponds around it. Now, this is a patio style home area and community in here. So what's great about that is everything is on one level, so that's easy access. The homes range from 1,400 square feet up to 1,950 square feet. So they are a good size. Now, they are a row style of townhome or patio homes. So they are connected. So what's great about that is you're gonna have a strata pavement, but they take care of all your landscaping. They cut your front lawn, they take care of trimming the bushes, and your backyard is the 14th and 15th fairway. So that really feels like you're living right in the golf community because you are. Now let's look at a map of the Silverstone Estates. Now this is the Silverstone Estates, and there was 4 phases. There was phase 1, which sold out quickly, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and now they're into phase 5, as you can see here. Now I was driving through here, taking some footage, some things that you want to be aware of. What's great about this is, again, it's a gated community, so safety is a full factor. The other thing is that it is taken care of because it's strata. So as you can see here, they are connected here, meaning that they have a firewall separation, and you'll get into units that are 2 units, 3 units, and then they'll be clumped together as they go down. Now, when you're driving down here, there are some negative side backs or drawbacks from living in Silverstone Estate, depending on your needs. You'll notice that each one of the homes has 1 parking stall in front of it. If you have 2 vehicles in your family, that is going to be a challenge because there's only 3 guest parking spots here. And when we look down here, there's 2 more down here, and then this is a fire lane. So having more than 1 vehicle in your family is going to be a challenge. Plus, there's no overnight parking out here on Crown Isle Boulevard. So something for you to take into consideration. Now, a positive is your location. You're right on this path that goes all the way through the course. And again, all these beautiful water features all around makes you feel like you're actually living in the lakes and that you're accompanied by the golf course. So a short 2 to 3 minute bike ride and you can be at the clubhouse. 5 to 6 minutes, you're at Crown Isle, you're at Tim Hortons, you're at Home Depot. There's lots of shopping and amenities close nearby, as well as Thrifty Foods grocery store. There's a PetSmart, dental clinic, doctors, all of it within a 4 to 5 minute bike ride, or if you're driving, 1 to 2 minute drive wise. So Silverstone is a newer style community. It was 60% sold out on the last phase, as in March of 2025. Now, will they open up more? The one thing that's going to restrict them is the amount of land that they have right here inside of Crown Isle because you are bordered by these water features in the 14th and 15th fairway. But spectacular views from the Comox Glacier, of the fairways, and of course, all of the water features and ponds. The next community we're going to take a look at is a community that's been out there since 2005, and it is called Britannia. Britannia. And Britannia is located just on the edge of the 871 acres that Crown Isle owns, and it's planned to expand in the near future, and you'll see where they've left room for expansion. Now, how do we get to Britannia? If we were at Silverstone here, we would come down. There's two different ways. You can come down Crown Isle Drive and just continue Crown Isle Drive all the way through. Or of course, you could come back up Crown Isle Drive and down Royal Vista Way. Now the planning here is made it so that you cannot really get lost. It's easy to get there. And just right here is going to be the entrance to Britannia. Now Britannia, again, is a gated community. Now they have two gates, one going in, one coming out. And then they have a lot of hedging that actually protects it, so you're not able to see the homes in there. I was able to get a sneak peek, as you'll see from the video, and I went in and took a look at the homes. Now, this was a 10-year project that they had when they started building it. So some of these homes were in 2025. The later part of the homes were built in 2018, so just over 10 years. Price range can vary from anywhere from $880,000 up to $1.4 million for Britannia. Now there's 52 patio homes that are in the area, and they are surrounded by the 12th hole. So let's take a quick look. This is actually the map for Crown Isle, their official map, and you can actually see that when we go and look at that official map, just open up, you can always go to the Crown Isle website here. They actually have the viewing the map right here and available. Now we're gonna actually zoom in a little bit just so that we can see it a bit better and get an idea of where are we here. And as we're looking here at the map, you'll see where Britannia Place is. It's just on the edge of the Crown Isle development. And look at this, future development. So they are planning, and there is still lots of acreage left out of that 871 acres for future development. They actually have access here with Crown Isle Extension Drive for Britannia Extension. Again, these are our patio style homes. They are in high demand. Now, what's great about Britannia, they get a lot of sunlight. Being in the center of the golf course, there's no real obstruction, so there's a lot of sunlight. The other one is they get mountain views. They're getting both mountain views from the Comox Glacier, of Mount Washington, of the Beaufort snow-capped mountain range. So you're getting mountain views all the way around. As well, we talked about cars and parking. Now, this would be the area that if you have two vehicles in your family, you'll want to think about buying in. These are patio homes, and a lot of them have two-car garages, so that way you could park your vehicles inside, still have room for your friends and family and company when they come to visit. Now, safety in this area, gated community, you don't have to worry about anyone who's not going to come in who is not a resident or a formal guest of somebody that lives in Britannia. Now, the downside or the con of this area is that there is a specific building scheme in regards to your property. So if you wanted to go and paint your home pink or fluorescent, green, you would have to conform to what that building scheme is. As well, they select specific roofing materials. I know shake roofing is allowed, fiberglass shingling is allowed, but if you went to go put in a Duroid shingle style of roof, that would not be allowed. You'd actually be warned and then be fined by the community of the Crown Isle community. So you are very particular on what you can do to your home, as well very particular into how you keep your home. If you do not keep up with the maintenance of the landscaping in Britannia, they'll actually send out their landscapers, they'll do it for you, and you'll get an invoice in the mail. And if you do not pay that invoice, it'll actually be attached to your property taxes and attached to the title of your property. So they are very specific on keeping the grounds and the landscaping very neat, very tidy. So this is something you'll want to be aware of. The average age demographic inside of Britannia is anywhere between 55 to 70 years of age. So you'll want to actually go out there and tour it. My suggestion would be is if you're looking at making the move, let's go tour all the areas. Now, if you have a family, you're going to like what I'm about to show you now, which is the next area in Crown Isle. Crown Isle development, as I mentioned, was started 30 years ago, but they knew that there was going to be a change in the demographics and how people purchased, so they had extra land in mind. Now, there's 871 acres here between Ryan Road, Lerwick, Anderton Road, and Guthrie. But did you know that Crown Isle goes to the other side of the street? When we look here, this is actually Costco right here. And Crown Isle Boulevard continues across down past Costco, and there's a roundabout, and then we get into this section which is called the Rise. Now, the Rise started off with phase 1, then phase 2, phase 3, and now they've actually punched through to phase 4. Now, what's unique about the Rise? The homes on this side of the road are walk-in homes. Now, what that means, 2-level homes where you walk in and then you go up to a set of stairs where your upstairs is your kitchen, your main living room, your bedrooms. Then downstairs, you've got all of this area where they have secondary dwellings, suites. They have offices. People have built gyms in there. That's all on this side. Now, on this side of Crown Isle Boulevard, they are all walkout style homes, meaning that you walk into your main level of your home. It's ground level, where again, your living room, your great room, your kitchen, 2 to 3 bedrooms, but then they have a walkout because they're built on the hill going this way. And then that gives you another living space. A lot of them do have in-law suites or legal suites, or people have used this for large rec room and extended living area. What's unique about this is that all of this is 60 acres of farmland. This is Beaver Meadows Farms, and this is known as zoned ALR, which is agricultural land reserve. This will never be built up, so it really gives that feel that you are in the country when you're in the Rise. Now, the other thing that's unique about the Rise is that the Rise is more family oriented. So you're going to see a lot more younger families, people with kids that are also mixed in into people who are in more of the golden years and more seniors. Now, the reason that this is more family oriented is because we have a lot of schools nearby. We have the Comox Valley Aquatic Center that's nearby. We have North Island College. We have Mark Isfold High School. We've got Valley View Elementary. And if you're looking for more information about schools, check out our video about the Comox School Life, where we actually tour the Comox Valley. We talk about daycares. We give you tips about how to get $10 a daycare program. We look at all the elementary schools, and we look at the different high schools and what they have available. Now, the Rise also is unique because it doesn't fall within those building schemes that we get in areas like Silverstone or Greystone Estates or Britannia. So you'll notice that the construction, each of the homes is very unique, and each of the homes have different structure types to it. Some are hardy plank, some are single cedar shingling. And as well, you'll notice the roof type leans more into the Duroid shingles as well, which cannot be used in those other 3 areas of Crown Isle that we mentioned. Now, this street is very unique. You'll notice here that it looks like it ties up to Ryan Road, but currently at the end of phase 4, this ends with a court. So again, this is a quiet, safe neighborhood. When you go down there, you'll see a lot of kids on bikes. You'll see a lot of people playing hockey in the street. So this is the Rise, and we're on to phase 4. So this is the homes in this area run from 1.1 million up to 1.3 area, as well as we're still seeing a lot of new construction. So if you're looking to get a custom home built in this area, there's great builders like the Hamilton Brothers, Integra Homes is in there, Central Builder Homes is in there. There's a variety of different builders because it doesn't fall so tightly under that building scheme as the rest of Crown Isle. So the Rise at Crown Isle is somewhere that me and my family were potentially looking at buying a home as well. If you want to buy a lot, there are still lots available around the $450,000 mark. And if you'd like to tour any of the homes that are in this area or any of the other areas in Crown Isle, reach out to us here at High Tide Real Estate Group. We'd be happy to give you a custom personal tour of Crown Isle and its different communities. Now, I told you if you stuck around at the end that there'd be a bonus tip that would combine RVs and Crown Isle Golf Community. Well, here we are. We are at the park, and the park is a par 3 golf course that is just off Anderton Road in Comox near Knight Road, close to the airport. Now, the park was formerly called Longlands golf course, and Crown Isle bought it over a few years ago. They pumped a lot of money into it, and then they created this, which most people don't know about. This is RV deluxe camping right here in the center of Comox. You are literally a 4-minute drive away from the ocean in downtown Comox. You're 1 minute away from the airport. You're 3 minutes away from amenities like Home Depot's, Costco's, the swimming pool, the aquatic center. It's all in close proximity. Now, these sites are deluxe sites. As you can see, we are right in the middle of the forest, and the price can't be beat. It's $60 to $65 per night. They also do a weekly rate of $345. So you can hardly get a hotel room for that, let alone if you've got your RV, an RV site for the week. Now, the other bonus that they have, you can see just here, they rent out these mini tiny homes right here. You don't even have to have an RV, and they're $200 a night. Now, the RV site does have amenities, like it has, of course, the 3-par golf course, but you've also got the clubhouse with the dining room, and then you've got laundry, then you've got full access to the washroom. So like I say, not a lot of people know about this little hidden gem at the park by Crown Isle. So if you're looking for a golf par 3, if you're not a serious golfer, you just want to go out and have fun, they have the front 9, and then they also have the back 9. Recently, I took my staff here. We had a staff outing and we had a blast, and most of them aren't even golfers. Now, if you're looking for a great breakfast, they have an amazing breakfast at the restaurant as well. So go online, check it out. It is the Park by Crown Isle. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. We covered a lot of ground, and we took a visual Google Map tour of Crown Isle Golf and Community. We looked at Silverstone Estates, Greystone Estates, Britannia, and even The Rise. Now behind me, I think this is the world's biggest golf club here at hole number 1 at Crown Isle. So if you've liked this video, click on that like button. Be sure to share this with family and friends. Of course, if you're new to the channel, click on that subscribe button and tap the bell so you'll be the first to get real estate information and lifestyle information about living on North Vancouver Island and right here in the Comox Valley. My name is Justin White with the High Tide Real Estate Group. No matter if you're 9 days or 9 months away from making the move to our area, all of our contact details are down below. Be sure to click on the link. Set up a Zoom call with myself or one of my agents at our team, High Tide Real Estate Group. Let's get those questions answered now so we can make the move smooth and easy for you and your family. Now, if you're coming to the Comox Valley or Campbell River area, be sure to reach out to us. We'd love to meet you in person, or we will see you on our next video.